are back at the Moscone Convention Center, San Francisco, Radio Row, and day number 3 of WEEI at Radio Row, which is exclusively presented by Northeast Men's Health. Hold on.
Hold on.
All right.
Well, hold
on.
No, sit down.
We'll do everybody together.
No, sit down.
We'll do all tight ends together.
Yeah.
Wiggy, you have to
sit down.
You got it.
This is the GOAT. No, the GOAT, bro. No. I'm not the GOAT.
This is all the 3 greatest tight ends ever
Yeah.
played.
You're right.
All right,
It's the greatest of the New England era.
So
Wiggins is number 1.
Gronk is here.
I'm like 6 or 7.
How are you?
I'm great. Hey, Greg, it's a pleasure, man. We've known each other since my rookie year.
Your rookie year.
Yes.
You and I have been friends since your rookie
We're
year.
good.
Ben Watson is here.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Great to see you. And guys, say hello to everybody back in New England. They miss you. They miss you both very much.
How you guys
Hello,
doing?
everyone.
Hey,
in New
everybody.
England. We miss you too.
we miss you. Like the weather out here is better. I'm jet lagged though. I miss my East Coast time.
All right.
Honestly, I feel like I was up super early, but we miss you guys out here.
Now, if you're watching, I think this is the order. Top 3 all-time Patriots tight ends. It goes right in this order.
I think I'm like way down here somewhere.
No.
I think it's
Jermaine Wiggins.
Let's ask Gronk.
Yeah, you had some insight on why you were number 1 as well.
Yes.
The last time I saw you, can you explain to everyone why you're the number 1 tight end
Oh,
of all time?
why are the number 1 tight end?
Yeah.
Is because the snow game, right?
Yes.
That's the original game, and Brady was still a young pup back then. So I feel like I'm the one who
Who pushed Brady to the top?
pushed Brady to the top.
Yes.
That 10 catches I had was a record until Dion Branch broke it.
And
Yes,
10 in the snow.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you didn't do that, it'd be like Tom Brady who?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you want to know why you had such a great game, because you're a massive tight end. You're a bigger tight end.
I appreciate that.
And why he was so good.
What did you just say?
He's
He's
a bigger tight end.
massive tight end.
Massive. I mean, massive belly. Tight end. But he was slower, so that played to his game.
That played
when it
my
was
speed.
snowy, because everyone's trying to go so quick and slip
Yeah,
all over.
true.
Well, he's slow, so he wasn't slipping all over the place.
But he had the wiggle.
Yeah.
I'm in slow motion.
And, Wiggins had the
He
wiggle.
always had the wiggles, and that used
Fellas,
to get him open.
I know we got limited time with both of you together, so let me get to a couple things here. The job that Mike Vrabel's done so far this year from both of you guys.
I mean, did you play with Ben? Did you play with Mike Vrabel? Yeah, you did.
I played with this guy right here too.
You play with
Oh
Ted
my
Johnson?
God.
What's up, buddy?
Ted
How are you,
Johnson.
pal?
What up,
Good
man?
to see you, buddy.
He's so jacked.
Dude.
Wow.
Hey,
I tried.
dog,
I tried, brother.
listen to this.
That'll be you in
Before-
10 years.
Yeah, I hope so.
Before we get to Vrabel, when I got to New England and I saw Ted and we went out there and practiced, I called my dad. I kid you not. I said, Daddy, I don't know if I'm cut out to play in the NFL.
I called my dad at the same time and said, I don't think I'm along for the NFL anymore when I had to cover you, buddy.
You had to cover me, but I didn't go up and hit this dude. I said, Daddy, this dude is like 6'5".
Ted couldn't cover you.
I was like,
He's
this
too
dude-
jacked to cover.
I was like,
Good
this is
cover.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but
He's too. But that's the best way to be. If you can't cover, it's because you're too jacked.
Yeah.
Everyone will be like, oh, that's fine.
okay.
But Gronk, it was
fine.
like Ted had cinder blocks in his helmet, so forget about it. When you hit him, that was it. It was lights out.
You don't want to hit him.
No.
But it is awesome to see Vrabel, though. And I think that it's kind of this next generation. It reminds you how quickly time goes by and how transient life is. When you sit there and you remember being in the locker room with a guy, doing one-on-ones with him while he's trying to twist your fingers back and do all these sneaky things. And then all of a sudden he's the head coach in the Super Bowl. It just reminds you like, man, life goes by fast. But also, as I look back, there are so many little things about him and his administrative capabilities that he showed that it makes sense that he's the coach.
Yeah.
And he was also the only guy, one of the only guys that could talk back to Bill.
Only guy.
We were talking about that
Only guy.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And Ben, and his jokes would land every time.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes.
He's witty. He's quick on it.
Yes.
Very quick.
Quick on his feet.
Surprised about Bill in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, definitely surprised. I mean, 100% he got snubbed. And there's going to be no such thing as a first ballot Hall of Famer coach. And there's a guy out there that deserves it as well. Look at Andy Reid, what he did in Philadelphia and Kansas City. Well, he should be a first ballot as well when all things are said and done for Andy Reid. But how can you put him in the Hall of Fame now as a first ballot? So this snub by Coach Belichick, is raising the question of, is anyone a first ballot Hall of Fame coach?
Yeah.
I mean, guy has 8 Super Bowl rings and his resume is just through the roof, and he's given so many opportunities to so many players like us three. We had opportunities because of Coach Belichick, and he gave every player a fair opportunity as well. It was, hey, if you're an undrafted guy or, if you're drafted, it doesn't matter. Everyone's going to still have the same, fair shot to get that starting position. And Coach Belichick also has given so many opportunities to other coaches as well. And look at his coaching tree. How many other coaches went out. That just shows how good of a coach he is.
But it's the end thing about Bill, though, he would talk about the team, right? He would talk about the team. And in this whole conversation, what's being lost, I think, and I agree with everything that you said, the guys that are in the pipeline that are deserving to be in the Hall of Fame, and how it's not necessarily a slight on Bill as much as it could be that, hey, we've got a lot of other deserving people and we only have but so many slots. And when I think about how Bill would probably talk about this is those guys that deserve it. I'm going to get in.
Yeah, but that's stupid. Bill should be in. These guys, whoever voted are morons. I mean, that's it. Because now what's going to happen when Brady comes up and they're going to be like,
he's a fourth ballot.
Yeah, they're going to be like, well, what about the flake gate?
But again, they're not picking from the same pool.
No,
Brady
but
to Brady, when it comes to Brady, it's going to be something totally different.
Yeah.
So part of it is the process. Oh, Brady going in first, you're going to be right there with him, bro.
Is it amazing to you guys how quickly the countrywide hate for the Patriots returned this season?
Oh my goodness, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. But everybody was happy like the last few years when the Patriots weren't doing that. Now all of a sudden,
everyone was
now all of a
happy.
sudden everything's been resurrected.
I think your people are calling
They are,
for
man.
you. They're
I gotta
calling
go
for
to the
you.
next
Gronk,
station
but you
on the
are
show.
a first ballot Hall of
I
Famer.
appreciate
100%.
that.
You
I
are.
appreciate that,
100%.
man. I love you guys. Greg,
Yeah,
always
thank
a
you.
pleasure,
It's
dude.
great to see you.
I've known you since my rookie
Great to
year.
meet
Ted
you.
Johnson,
All
you
right.
are way too jacked.
Three best tight ends in Patriots history.
Three
I
best
love
tight
that.
ends. Ben,
Good to see
love
you,
your
man.
dog, man. Great to see you.
Gronk, always a
Jermaine,
pleasure.
peace out, man.
All right, man.
Yes.
That is
See you, buddy.
Rob Gronkowski
Man.
Y'all
Gronk's
kicking
the
me
man.
out?
No,
No,
man.
please,
Sit down.
please, sit down, man.
jumping
All
in
right,
here
you know.
with Ben Watson.
Oh, Gronk, such a good guy.
The best. Yeah, that was tremendous. I love it. Can I got to jump
Those
in.
guys are morons.
They are. I mean, what are you going to do?
We got your thoughts on Mike. What do you think of the kid, the young kid, Drake Maye? What do you think of how he is?
Man, watching him, there's a certain mentality that you have to have. Number one, to play in New England. I mean, greatest sports fans, tough media market, all the expectations. You're coming not right after the GOAT, but the GOAT got a statue while you were there, right? So you got a lot to live up to. But his composure, not just his skill sets, but the key to a quarterback is how do other guys look at him in the huddle? Do they believe in him? And when you watch this team, it is very evident. You listen to this team, it is very evident that they believe in him. And they believe that he can win any game. There are so many times we got in the huddle, you all know this, in New England with Tom Brady. It didn't matter if we were down by 14 points, 21 points with 2 minutes left. We felt like we had an opportunity to win that football game. That's what I see from him, especially as a young player.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And I think the thing that, Ben, this game. You've been around it a long time. I think the thing that really I'm impressed with is his composure, right? He seems like he never gets too high, never gets too low, and I think if you have that as a player, and especially at the quarterback position, I think that because that's the, other than cornerback, you have to have a short memory.
Yeah, you definitely do. And, he went into a hostile territory. That game against Denver wasn't fantastic. The weather was a problem. The offense didn't put up a lot of numbers, but you know what? They win the football game, and sometimes you're going to win games in different types of ways. So I just love as a team, how things flip. We talked about Indiana this year. I work a lot in college football, and we talked about how the transfer portal makes things so, any year anything can happen.
Yeah.
With the portal, you can be terrible like Indiana, then the next year you can win a daggone national championship. You rarely see that in the NFL, but we saw it with New England.
Yeah.
Now, part of its roster, different coaches, there are a whole bunch of different factors, but it's exciting to see how suddenly the coin flips, and this team is in the Super Bowl. I mean, you guys probably expected it. I didn't expect it.
No.
we didn't.
I had him at like 9 wins making the playoffs.
But the argument from some like Cam Newton is that they are here because the schedule was so easy.
I mean, okay, whatever. It's like whatever.
14 games. You don't just luck into 14 games.
Right.
You don't. And now you got 17-game season. But honestly, anytime a team makes it to this game, there is a certain amount of skill involved, but there's also a certain amount of luck. Like who got hurt at the right time or at the wrong time. Like there are so many different factors, and so stuff like that you don't even respond to. I mean, look, it ain't like the Patriots made their own schedule.
Right.
I mean, you can't determine who
You can apologize
play.
for it.
I mean, they played an NFL schedule.
Right. And then they had to play against good teams in the playoffs, and they won.
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to.
And they played an NFL schedule.
Because you know how it is.
Right.
Ben, you know how it is. After the season, you've been there before. The season's over. You're headed to the playoffs. Everybody's starting 0-0. That's it. Nobody cares about what you did in the regular season. It's what have you done for me lately. And every team you're playing in the playoffs, deserves to be there, and the best team is going to win regardless of what you did in the regular season.
And part of it also is, can you handle the moment?
Yep.
There are a lot of great teams that played fantastic throughout the season, won every single game, lose the last game. How do you deal with that pressure in the playoffs when you're going on the road or when you're at home? That's a big part of it as well.
Wiggy takes a lot of heat on the show about his Wonderlick. I think yours, yeah.
I don't. It don't bother me though.
I think
I didn't even take one.
I think
culturally biased.
Just like the SAT.
Right. But wasn't yours like the third highest ever?
It was.
Third highest ever.
That's that Georgia education. That's what that is. I got one of those.
Hey, Terry College of Business. Which ironically, we're talking about the Super Bowl, but Mike McDonald, the opposing coach, he was a Terry College of Business finance degree major.
Okay.
That's what I was. Now I'm older than him, but
I mean,
so go Dogs.
Yeah,
yeah. You two are offensive guys, but Ted's a defensive guy. Isn't it kind of cool to have two defensive coaches going at each other in the NFL and the Super Bowl?
It is. It definitely is. And Mike, I had experience with him. I was in Baltimore while he was there, so I was with the Ravens for a couple of years. 2016 and 2017, he was like a defensive assistant, and then he left. I think went to college, came back, and that sort of thing. But the defenses for these teams, especially like that Seattle team, we remember the Legion of Boom, right? We played against, but they got some tendencies. Yeah. It's very familiar, right? To that team.
Do you think it's an issue, Ben, that the head coach calls the defensive play? Like Sean Payton last week, he's the head coach and he's calling the offensive plays, and you kind of think maybe these guys miss, the big picture of the game because they're locked in. Do you think that's an issue when a head coach is also a signal caller for one of the sides?
I think it can be. I mean, we talk about this in college all the time. When I'm watching college football, it's like, are you going to get to a point as a coach where you feel like your mindset on game day and your resourcefulness is better served if you're able to delegate power instead of do it on your own? A lot of times people become head coaches because they're very driven. They're very they're able to do a lot. They can call a defense well. They were coordinators probably in the past. Right. They don't want to give that up because that's their expertise. I think the next level of coaching is when you're like, you know what? I can give this up and let somebody else do it. Then the question is, am I going to let it go or am I going to hold it tight? And we see that a lot of times where coaches hold on to it too long and they don't find somebody else that they can bring on as a staff so that they can be more of a manager instead of a micromanager.
Ben Watson, you're sitting in the catches law verdict seat, so we need a verdict on the game. Who wins and why?
The Patriots win because that's what we played.
That's it.
Now we need Tom Brady to do that.
Now I can just be a fan. That's why they're going to win.
That's it,
I've analyzed both of these teams a lot. I work in college football. I haven't watched a whole lot of these teams. I have watched the Patriots. I've watched Seattle. It is going to be a tough matchup for New England. Don't get me wrong. I don't see this being a game where New England just blows them out. It is going to be a tough football game. Seattle is a very good football team. They're explosive on offense. The Patriots have struggled defensively, especially in the red zone. There are some things New England is going to have to do well and clean up. I think it comes down to explosive plays. Explosive plays and red zone defense. Like in these types of games, can you keep them out of the end zone? Can you make them get a field goal? Can you not allow JSN, the wide receiver, and the quarterback to run those little quick slant routes on the goal line, get touchdowns? Can you make them take a field goal? That will be a win for this defense, especially in the red zone. I picked the Patriots because of everything we just said, but it's not going to be easy at all.
And what do you hear? Your peeps will be mad, and rightly so, if we don't talk
I'd be
about
mad too.
What you hear. I don't want you mad at me.
I'd be mad too.
I don't want Gronk mad at me. Wiggy, I'm fine with, but I don't want you or Gronk mad at me.
About I guess almost a year ago, I started a podcast called The Just Life. The Just Life. And it's based on a verse in Micah in the Bible, Micah 6:8. It says, "He has told you, old man, what is good. What does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, to love kindness, to walk humbly with your God." And so in response to so many issues of injustice in the world, whether it be trafficking, racism, poverty, all those sorts of things, I started this podcast engaging with people who are involved in justice issues, showing issues that we may not think about, exposing issues of injustice around the world and here in the United States, and helping us as people think about ways we can all live more justly in everyday life. And so part of that is me being here with International Justice Mission, which is an organization that combats human trafficking. So there are 50 million people around the world in the global sex trafficking, labor trafficking trade.
It's horrible.
Modern day slavery.
And all the stuff. I don't know.
Exactly.
We haven't had time to talk about it because we're focused on the game. But have you looked at all the Epstein file stuff and all the?
So that's all kind of part of this. And so what I'm here to do is talk about my podcast. You can find it wherever you wherever you get your podcast. You can watch it on YouTube. But also one of the issues that we've talked about, even talking with survivors on my podcast, is human trafficking. And so IJM is an organization that I've been involved with for a lot of years that combats that around the world.
All right,
good
well,
stuff,
Congrats,
brother.
buddy.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate you guys. This was fun. It felt like home.
Right?
It is home.
Should be.
It's
It
always
is your
home
home.
for you.
It's your home,
Always
man.
home.
All right, that is Ben Watson, and we are at Radio Row for Super Bowl 60, and we continue next.